Hello, everyone. Today we are going to talk about first grade everyday math lesson 7-4, More Subtraction Fact Strategies. To start off our thinking today, I have this question for you. You are playing Salute. Remember, that's the game we learned before spring break. The dealer says that the sum is 11, and you see an 8 on your friend's forehead. What card do you have? So I want you to take a few minutes to think about how you could solve that problem. There are a variety of strategies that you could use to solve that problem that I just read to you. You might think of counting up or counting back. One solution you might have thought of to solve that problem is to start at 8 and count up to 11. We can represent the numbers that we saw by thinking about, we know the total, the sum, was 11. We know that our partner has 8. We're looking for what number we have. We could count back from 11 using a number line all the way down to the answer, but we might lose track of our counting because we start at 11 and we think 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, that was 8 hops back, but that's a lot to think about. To me, it's easier to think about it this way. 8 plus what number will equal 11? I can write the problem like this because the same 3 numbers are within the problem. 11 is still my sum, 8 is still an addend, and we're just looking for this mystery number. So now I can use the counting up strategy. And in the counting up strategy, I'm thinking 8 plus what gets me to 11. So all I have to do is count up from 8 3 times. So 8, 9, 10, 11 was only 3. That's much easier than counting back. So let's try this strategy again. So let's try a few more problems before you're off to do this on your own. Let's say I have this problem, 9 minus 7 equals something. I have 2 strategies I can use to find the answer. I can either use my count back strategy or count up. So let's start with the counting back strategy. For counting back, I'm going to start at a larger number, which is in this case 9, and I'm going to count back 7 times until I get to whatever number is left. So let's try that. I'll record my thinking here. So I started at 9, go to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You'll notice that I landed on the number 2, and that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hops. Kind of a lot of hops. So maybe counting back is not the most efficient strategy in this case. So let's think about it if we're going to count up. Remember, when we're counting up, we rearrange our number model to look like this. 7 plus something equals 9. So when I'm ready to use my counting up strategy, I'm going to start at 7 and count up as many times as it takes to get to 9. So we've started at 7, 8, 9. I landed at my bigger number. I took 2 hops to get there. So my answer is 2. In both strategies, the counting back and counting up, I was able to get to the correct answer. It's just that one took a little bit less time. So let's try another one. 13 minus 11 equals something. So So when I think about my counting back strategy, I start at 13 and count back till I get to 11 hops. So start at 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. That took me kind of a while, and it was hard to keep track of how many hops I had already taken. But I eventually landed at 2. If I want to use my counting up strategy, I'm going to start at 11, and I'm going to count up until I get to 13. 11, 12, 13. I took 2 hops. So either way, again, didn't matter which strategy I used, I got to the correct answer. It was just which one made more sense in my brain. You can use either strategy or another strategy that works for you. But today we want you to practice the counting up and counting back strategy. You're going to work on page 142 in your math journals, which looks like this. On page 142, we want you to try solving the problem both ways, counting up and counting back. You'll record your counts here, just like I was doing, the numbers that you counted as you were counting up or counting back. But then the last thing we want you to do is circle which one was faster, which one was more efficient. Was counting up faster or was counting back faster? Which one took you less time to do? Remember that when you're counting up or counting back, you don't mark the number that you started on in your counts. For example, in 9 minus 2, when I'm counting up, I'm not going to write 2 here. I'm going to start with 3. I say 2 in my head and start with the next number. When I'm counting back, I'm not going to write 9 here. I'll say 9 in my head, but I will start with 8 because those are the numbers that we're starting on the number line. That's not a hop that we've made, just as a reminder. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to your teacher through the Google Classroom or email, ClassDojo, or Seesaw. Good luck!